Hannah Davis.
I'm Neely Nelson.
I'm Andrew Jarrett.
I'm Ryder Wigington.
And we will be covering a segment over paddling in schools. What do you think?
I personally am for it because like other punishments such as detention, in detention you just get like work to do, and the kids who already goof around won't really take that work seriously, and it'll just be like a study hall for them.
What about you, Andrew?
I'm personally for it because it's more of a question for the parents if they want their children to be punished later in life because they never learned not to do something else while they were younger, or if they want their children to go ahead and be punished a little bit more strictly when they're younger, so they get into their head that some stuff is not okay to do.
Normally I would be for this, but for this situation I'm going to say I'm against it. And what I would say is you don't always know the background behind the kids or what happens to them out of school or even during school sometimes.
I do not think that paddling should be used as a punishment against kids because nowadays more of a punishment would be to take away privileges than to physically hurt somebody.
Yes, paddling should be used to punish children because if you just put them in detention, they're not going to learn anything most time. You put them in ISS, still probably not. And you don't want to put them in OSS because that's kind of harsh. But paddling would make them afraid to do the wrong thing, and then they wouldn't do the wrong thing, so you'd be getting somewhere. You can't just ground a child. That won't, because then they'll eventually get back. And they're gonna go ahead and do the same thing in about a month. Then you're gonna grab them again, and it's just gonna be a repeat cycle. But if you paddle them, they're not gonna want to do it because they don't want to get paddled because it hurts.
I am against it because, I kind of feel like some kids who have problems at home and get beat sometimes, I don't really think we should do that here.
I don't think that kids should get paddled in school because I think that's more of a thing that the parents should decide or the parents should do themselves. And a lot of kids that get paddlings, the ones that I've seen anyways, I still see them go into detention and get ISS just throughout the school year. I've seen the office doesn't tell the kids when other kids get paddlings. But the ones I have heard about, I've seen them also be in detention in ISS, and I don't think it really helps with the behavior problems, and I think there's better ways to punish kids.
I think paddling should be used to punish students because some students don't learn from ISS or OSS or detentions or new detentions. Some students don't learn from that and they learn from the paddling instead.
Alright, I'm against paddling in schools because I don't think students should do something bad and then just get a whack and just a bunch of pain. I think it should be more like instead you get like 2 days or 3 days of detention.
No, I don't think that kids should be paddled because that lasts for like 2 seconds, but whenever you're in like OSS or ISS, it lasts for multiple days, which is like a bigger punishment than paddling.
Did you know that only 19 states allow paddling in schools? And 70% of parents agree to the statement, a child sometimes needs a good spanking. And 70% of kids who get a paddling live in Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Mississippi, and Texas.
I'm sure some of you have heard of the coronavirus. The coronavirus started in China in the city of Wuhan. This virus has been very widespread throughout the world with 30,000 cases. 14% have been high risk, and there has been 566 deaths from the coronavirus. But don't worry, because in the United States there are only 12 cases of the coronavirus. What do you guys think about this?
I think that we're pretty safe in the U.S. as long as we don't travel to China.
There's probably been like more cases of the flu than this particular thing, so I feel like it's not as big a thing as like people make it out to be, you know?
I feel like it's still good to be a little bit like protective over this, considering like it is lethal and can kill people, so we still need to be kind of pretty protective.
Thank you for your opinions. This is World News with Andrew Jarrett.
Here are the top 5 animals that I bet you didn't know existed. Number 1, the panda ant. Number 2, the lowland streaked tenrec. Number 3, the mantis shrimp. Number 4, the Venezuelan poodle moth. Number 5, the Indian purple frog. Hey, speaking of animals, you want to hear an animal joke? What do you give a sick bird? Tweetment.